Hey everybody, just a quick update. Few days ago, I helped my wife move stuff from our house to Seremban. This is because my wife will be working in Hospital Kuala Pilah as a COVID-19 frontliner. And then the enhanced MCO happened, and I did not have my camera equipment or audio equipment or my trademark suit and jacket. So this show may seem a little stripped down, but that's because I don't have my usual tools. But as they say in show business, the show must go on. Because in Malaysia, politicians will keep on saying stupid things. So this is the lower budget version of the all day show with no budget with Jason Leong. Let's begin. Now, over the past few days, a lot of news has broke out, and all of them are bad and embarrassing. The first one is the housing minister, Zuraida, making news because she dressed up like a Michelin man and sanitized the streets. This drew a lot of criticism from a lot of people, including our Director General of Health, Datuk Dr. Noor Hisham, who said, "We thank and welcome the initiatives taken by the authorities on the disinfection programs, but they should follow the ministry's SOP. We will advise what needs to be done and what to avoid." That is the most professional way I have ever seen anyone say that you're fucking stupid. Now, the funny thing is, when she was walking around dressed as a halal bakchang, spraying the streets, she even had to put the words menteri or minister on her forehead. Like, why do you have to do that? Why are you so afraid that people won't recognize you as the minister? Okay, you brought your entire crew, all the cameras are pointing at you. No one is going to mistake you for a white plastic bag filled with garbage and throw you into the lorry sampah. Okay, I know we keep saying you're rubbish, but you don't have to take it so personally and literally. Relax. And when she was called out on her ridiculous sanitization process, she said that it's better to sanitize more than sanitize less. Now listen, this only makes sense if the resources are infinite. As it stands, resources are finite, okay? You cannot just simply sanitize more because you feel like it. Let me give you an example, okay? Imagine there's a family of four, and because it's wartime, they have to ration their food to last them a few months. Then you come along, enter their house, and eat 2 whole days' portions of food for yourself. And then you say, it's better to eat more than to eat less. You see how ridiculous that sounds? Then we have our Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development putting up a poster on Instagram telling women, amongst other things, how to behave during this lockdown period. It says that women should dress nicely, wear makeup, don't nag their husbands, and speak in a Doraemon-like voice. Now, I know zero men who want their wives to speak like Doraemon, okay? And also, in this current climate, domestic abuse has been on the rise, okay? As women and children are locked up in the houses with abusive fathers and abusive husbands. How tone deaf it must be for the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development to tell women to speak in a Doraemon-like voice. Does domestic abuse seem less violent if the victims speak in a Doraemon-like voice? As a matter of fact, I was on a call with a female friend, and during the call, she was abused by her husband. Check this out.
Sayang, janganlah pukul I sayang. Sakit ni. Jangan pukul kepala anak kita yang baru 7 tahun. Sayang ni naik gila terperapkan rumah ni. Alamak, tengok dia dah berdarah. Ini semua salah DAP.
By the way, how do you do a Doraemon voice like my friend?
Minum air suam.
Now remember, this is coming from the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development. Development! And they are being so regressive and reductive in this message. It's like a Ministry of Health which peddles fake news to the detriment of the health of the citizens of Malaysia. Oh, wait. And of course, this incident sparked global, international outrage.
Authorities in Malaysia have apologised for a campaign advising women on how to avoid domestic conflicts during coronavirus lockdown.
But here in Malaysia, it's struggling to even get its messages right. The Southeast Asian nation is ranked 104th.
Why must Singapore claim everything? Okay, please stop it. You guys have nasi lemak, bak kut teh. You can take all that, right? You can take all that, but please leave the embarrassingly bad news to us. That is ours. That is the only thing we have left. Now, at least the Minister of Women, Family and Community Development is doing something, bringing global fame to Malaysia. She's doing much more than whatever the two deputy health ministers are doing. That's right. Malaysia, we have two deputy health ministers. I don't even know their names. What on earth are they doing? Now, I started digging and I found out that these are the functions of the deputy health ministers. One deputy health minister will hold the cup, and the other deputy health minister will pour in the hot water. And then they will both serve the cup to the Minister of Health, and he will smile as yet another KPI for the Health Ministry is achieved. Now, to pivot away from depressing and embarrassing Malaysian political news, check out this clip.
In the name of Jesus.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Standing in the office of the prophet of God.
Does Jesus have an office? I imagine it'd be more like a co-working space because he's a man of the people.
I demand a vaccination to come immediately.
Yes.
Experts say the fastest we can get a vaccine is 18 months.
I call you done. I call you gone.
I declare you delusional.
You will destroy through COVID-19. No more.
No more.
It is over.
It's done. Finish. Settle. No more. No more COVID-19. Tomorrow the stock markets will go back up again. Everyone will stop dying. We can lift this lockdown. Everything is fine. Thank you. Amazing. So easy. Why didn't we call this guy in the first place? Instead of getting all the scientists and doctors working hours on end trying to find a cure, trying to cure the sick people, why just get this guy standing in the office? Boom, finish. Instead, you have to go through billions and billions of dollars wasted in this current economy because of the COVID-19, when all along we had this guy. Such an oversight. One of the ways I pass the time during this lockdown period is I play games like Overwatch. It's a really cool game, and recently Overwatch debuted a new character who happens to be Singaporean. This is how the Singaporean character sounds like.
Alamak, can or not? Double confirmed. Jalla. So shook.
That is exactly how white people sound when they want to imitate Singaporean or Malaysian accents. And ironically, the way she pronounces jialat is really jialat. So that's all the time I have for this current episode of the All Day Show with No Budget with Jason Leong. Because it seems like our news is moving so quickly, I aim to produce more of these episodes as I react faster to the news. Sometimes I feel like each episode lags behind too long behind what our politicians say. So I'm aiming to come up with new episodes faster and quicker just for all you guys during this lockdown period. So I know it's tough. We may have 2 or 4 more weeks of this MCO. So hang in there, keep strong, keep safe, keep at home. Bye-bye.